Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the Vols want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Bringing the heat. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. The Volunteers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the East Carolina Pirates offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that bet, good coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Farrell. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The chains. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Poor starting field position here for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
And guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's just...
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
From the gun, give on the inside. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lewis. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. start this drive firing. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And that's just excellent cover. That cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and he's still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Finds his man. It's Lewis. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. The pitch. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Pirates. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
East Carolina, 7.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farrell. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Pirates lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snagged on the outside, it's Farrell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught, close to the marker, it's James. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Volunteer is back. It's touchdown time in Tennessee. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Colin, but I'm trying to put some points up right. Aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep your foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Pirates have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. The tag. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
East Carolina.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Hard running there. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Pirates have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll try to pop the draw. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here is the Tennessee offense. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Lewis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The give on the inside. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Hale. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll run it to the right side. Creates a little room. Got enough for the 1st. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's a heat. Buys it. And he's forced out of bounds and missed his opportunity to get rid of the football. A huge loss forced on the play. The Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. Pushed down for the tackle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
That's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Vols line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 40. Turning it on. Touchdown ECU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
This time he's got his man. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The corners are walked up tight. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They're testing the right side here. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The short hands, it's Montgomery. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. It's one thing to execute early in the game.